Перезарядили оружие, прицелились, сделали, сымитировали очередь автоматную.
The days when the Cossacks defended the Tsar's frontiers with their swords and steeds are long gone. But at the cadet training school in the southern Russian city of Stavropol, the Cossacks are undergoing a revival. The military is once again a popular employer in Russia. Now parents can send their children here to be trained in the Cossack tradition. But there's more to it than just skill with a whip and a saber.
A Cossack is a Russian Orthodox warrior.
A Cossack is an important man who wears his Cossack hat with honor and defends his homeland.
The Stavropol Training Center has 2 classes. Next year, a third will join them. Vadim Stadnikov's family have been Cossacks for generations. He's now sent his own son to be trained at the cadet school.
The most important thing is that we reawaken love for the motherland. That we are prepared to ward off every enemy, every attack. It's a very unsettling situation in the Caucasus, not far from here.
That's also why Stadnikov says he's lending a hand to the local police. The Cossack Auxiliary Force has the blessing of the Kremlin and local leaders. They fear an influx of Muslim terrorists from the troubled Caucasus region. The Russian Orthodox Cossacks are supposed to help ward off this threat. The Cossacks are also expected to lend respect and moral authority to local officials, who are often mired in corruption and scandal. But so far, the joint patrols have not apprehended any terrorists.
We come across all sorts of crimes. Our officers find drugs and illegal weapons. And there's vandalism, brawling, sometimes a theft or two.
The conflict with the local Muslim population goes back many generations. A few hours to the west, near the Kuban River, it's still very much in evidence. Under the Tsars, this was where the Russian Empire expanded into the Caucasus. The Cossacks, a fierce band of horsemen, helped secure the frontier, often against resistance from the region's Muslim inhabitants.
Our ancestors conquered this region with their blood. Every meter of soil here is drenched with the blood of Cossacks. Back then, the borders of the Russian Empire extended along rivers. That's why areas like this one are so important to us.
But historically speaking, the Cossacks who are honoring their ancestors here are not actually a distinct ethnic group. In the 15th century, the Cossacks were mainly runaway serfs who banded together as free warriors. For generations, the fearless bands of horsemen lived free. Then, in the 18th century, the Tsars incorporated them into the imperial army. The break with the state came only with the Soviets, who saw the proud and independent Cossacks as a threat to communism. Nowadays, the state counts about 1 million registered Cossacks. Not all come from a Cossack family of long standing. To be a Cossack, all you have to do is share their values and be a member of the Russian Orthodox Church. At home, Dmitry Bulikov does keep some livestock, but he doesn't have any horses. He says they're too expensive, and a Cossack no longer needs horses to ride out in defense of the motherland.
This is our land. This is my farm, my house, my home. And I'll protect it and help keep order. And if need be, I would go to war for it.
Back in Stavropol, Vadim Stadnikov says his work with the official guard unit is going well. He and his comrades are helping the police on patrol. But their main client right now is the Russian Orthodox Church, which, like the Kremlin, wants to use the Cossacks for its own purposes. Stadnikov and his men carry out regular inspections in the churches, looking for explosives. But the real reason is a show of strength, as Stadnikov admits.
We have all sorts of sects nowadays in Stavropol. Illegal organizations that say they're religious groups, but have nothing to do with any actual religion. And then we've got the Islamic fundamentalists, the terrorists. There's no telling what they might do, even organize terror attacks.
Here in southern Russia, the Cossacks are no longer just colorful figures from history. Just as it did back during the days of the Tsars, Russia once again has its band of free warriors, just now without the horse and saber.